Welcome back everyone. Today we are diving into an absolute masterpiece. This is Mark's VW Caddy R32 conversion. What once was a simple commercial van is now a high performance machine that has been meticulously reworked, leaving no bolt untouched. Let's take a closer look at this incredible machine. So Mark, why a Caddy?
Well, they're the nicest vans, aren't they?
Yeah,
Nicer than the Connects and what have you, and the Berlingos and that, even though I have one of them for work. But my initial reason for purchasing a Caddy was I've always been into modified cars and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I thought, I'll kill two birds with one stone here. I'll have a nice van that looks nice and I can use it for work. But,
and sounds nice.
Well, sounds nice as well, yeah, of course. And I thought I'll save myself a bit of money. That went straight out the window, as you can probably see.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's things escalated a bit too much to use it for work, really. So it's just like my car now, basically.
So is it you run it as your daily then, pretty much?
No, because I have a van for work.
Oh, you have a van for work.
I have a van.
Yeah.
I've got my own van that I use for work, so that gets me tools in, and this doesn't.
So go on then, give us a bit of your car history, because you said you're into your modified cars. So, you know, what was the path that led to this and putting the three?
Well, when I was younger, I started off with Minis, Mark II Escort, and then I got into bikes for a few years. And then once I come out of bikes, I started on Jap cars then. I had a Subaru, well, I've had a couple of Subarus, Evo.
Oh, you've had an Evo as well?
Evo 7. I've had an R33 Skyline.
Jeez. So proper, when we're talking about JDM and modified, you've gone all out really there with the Evo. Because I've always said like the Evo and the Skyline are the ones that stand out above the rest.
Yeah. There was obviously the Subarus were a lot more common.
Yeah.
Than the Evos and the Skylines. So yeah, and then I had a Subaru. The engine went banging it, and I thought, shall I bother rebuilding it? Anyway, when I took it out, the block was beyond repair, needed a new engine in it basically. So that's when I bought this. And then I've had this for, 6 years now, I think it is, something like that.
6 years. So this is...
It was slightly modified when I bought it, but
not to this extent.
No, not to what it is now.
Not to what it is now. So this is, I mean, I know I've called this like the GTI Buster, but you know, mine's 102 brake horsepower. So what are we running here?
Well, it's been remapped. The 250 standard, been remapped. You don't get much out of them, obviously, with them being normally aspirated, but it made 270. But it does make a difference mid-range on the power on these engines.
Yeah. And it's DSG, which I just think is, you know, an absolute game changer. I would love my Caddy to be
as long as they're
auto.
Working.
Yeah. I had
they're not working, then it's expensive.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? I had DSG in my Passat. I had a Passat a few years ago, and I absolutely loved it. And I never thought I'd be an automatic.
No, well, I didn't. I've always had the only other automatic car I've had was a Toyota Sora.
Right.
That was a 4-litre V8, and that was auto, and it was lovely to drive. But yeah, when I decided to do this conversion, I thought, because obviously they're a lot better now, the DSG boxes, than the automatics used to be, you know, years ago and everything. So I decided I'd put a DSG in it. Lazy driving.
Yeah, you can't beat it. You can't beat a bit of lazy driving. But there is something nice about a manual, isn't there, sometimes?
Yeah,
you know, you do feel like you are.
You can drive it back, can't you?
Yeah.
Rather than just, basically, you've just got to stop and go pedalling this.
Yeah. But when you're in traffic, there's nothing that beats.
No, yeah.
There is nothing that beats an auto. We know why people put big engines in Caddies, and you come from that modified background, so I get that. But the inspiration and the interior, because I've never seen anything like it. I love all the accents on the trim. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's awesome. The steering wheel, you know, it's
just brightens it up a bit.
You've done really well, yeah. But Is yellow your favourite colour? Is it just the accents of it? But yeah, it's a really nice motor. Tell us a story about these Porsche seats.
They were already in it when I bought it.
Oh,
I can't take credit for them. I can't take the credit for them.
This is great content. All right, so they were already. Mate,
that's what I mean. When I bought it, it was. I did have modifications done to it. Yeah, I had Bentley wheels on it.
All right, okay.
Which I redid. They were like an orangey colour. I redid them in yellow. But then there was a lot of caddies with Bentleys on, so I wanted something different.
Something different.
Yeah. So that's when I got the G-Tech Speedwells.
And that's another thing that I mean, me and you have obviously spoke about this. But the Mark III front and keeping the Mark III front.
Yeah, the pre-facelift.
Yeah, the pre-facelift. For the amount of work you've done to it, you would think most people would probably put the Mark III, the Mark IV front on it. But you've kept that front end, and that's what I really like about this Caddy.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Jesus Christ.
That's why I put this engine in it rather than a TFSI.
Yeah,
That's what a lot of people say. Why don't you put TFSI in it? You get more power out of it for less money. But
the thing is,
I'm not bothered about power really. It's just
if you're a biker as well, and you come from bikes, I think it's all about the sound of a bike. It is loud, isn't it?
It is. It's drony on motorway, yeah. Very drony. I need to get the lad who did the exhaust is going to put a Hell's knock on it. It's called.
Right. Okay.
It's supposed to take some of the drone away. Apparently they're known for it, these engines.
When you come on here, are you a gibberinner at the last minute, or do you queue up?
Here?
Yeah. Do you queue up?
No, I queue up.
I queue up. I think if
anyone tries jibbing in, I don't let them in.
No, me neither.
I stay right behind the car in front of me.
Good lad.
Right up its arse.
Yeah.
I've queued up.
So will you. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Fair enough if it was 2 lanes going into one.
Yeah.
Then you'd let them in.
A merging turn, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Merging turn is fine.
Yeah.
Jumping in when you've not queued up, not fine.
Yeah. When they go on chevrons, put the indicator on and pull on chevrons.
Yes.
Like that. Fuck, you're not coming in.
That sound is ridiculous. It sounds so good. Smooth that. What's fuel consumption on it? Do you even know?
Don't know.
Good lad.
Miles per gallon, not
yeah,
miles.
that's it. No, I like it. I like it. I do. I must admit, it does make me think, because I do like having a diesel. I'll be honest. For the fuel consumption sometimes, because I use mine as a camper as well. So
yeah. It's understandable.
You know, like you're doing the big miles. Like someone could ask me a fuel consumption on my motorbike, and I wouldn't be able to tell you, like because I've genuinely never looked at it.
No, you just when it gets too empty or too hard empty,
you just go fill it up, don't you?
Drive off again, don't you?
Absolutely, but it does make me think. I probably would think about putting a TFSI in, especially now with because we've got the ULEZ potentially coming in Manchester, haven't we?
Yeah.
You'll be fine, won't you, in this?
Should be, yeah.
Yeah, you'll find petrol, isn't it? Petrol, I'm sure petrol's all right. That's the only time that I think...
It has obviously been done on my logbook and everything.
So it's a 3.2 on logbook as well?
Oh,
right, yeah, so you'll be absolutely fine. That's what would probably lead me into it, because, like I say, on a big run on the Caddy, on mine, I can get about 600 miles to a tank.
Yeah.
Which is... You know, if you're driving down to...
You probably get about 200 hours.
But if you're driving down to, like, I don't know, London, or you're going camping down Newquay or something like that, you know, you're going away to Newquay for the week, then getting 600 miles out of a tank is what you want.
Yeah. I'd have to fill up twice. Once on the way there and once to come back.
When you sent me the spec sheets through, one of the things that was mentioned in that was the stereo.
That doesn't go on very often.
Does it not?
Why would you put it on when you've got that?
Well,
exhaust?
you got that, yeah. So this is
That's
the irony.
the soundtrack. You listen, the V6 soundtrack.
But this is the irony. You spent all this on the sound system, and then you, like you say, you don't listen to it. You don't listen to it, no, because why would you? But what is the? We've seen the sub in the back. So what sound system have you got in this?
At the moment, I've got two-way components in the front. It's all JL audio. I've got JL audio 6x9s in the rear, in some pods at the moment. I've got the 12-inch sub in the back, and I've got a 600-watt JL audio amp in the back, what powers the full system at the moment, and then the Kenwood DAB edge unit.
Is it louder than the exhaust?
You can drown the exhaust out with it, yeah, if you turn it up.
That's the thing with my Caddy. Whenever I hear anything that I thought that wasn't making that noise before, just turn the radio up. Yeah, that's it. I think that's the VW owners. What you have to do is, no, that wasn't sounding like that. I'll just turn the radio up. No, yeah, it's impressive. I think that engine, and like I say, once again, we were chatting before, and I'm sorry because we're saying all this like we've had this private conversation without you, but we have. We were chatting before. The engine came out of an EOS, and we were talking about that because if you get one out of a Golf, you're just talking big bucks, aren't you? But the EOS just seems the more cost-effective way to do it, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. Plus, obviously, they've got the mileage is normally less. They've not normally been hammered if it's been in an EOS compared to like the Golf. So yeah, I managed to pick an EOS up 57,000 miles on it. I did the chains and tensioners on it before I fitted the engine, which I've done myself. I fitted the engine myself on my drive at home, and then just had it wired at a garage because that's beyond my pay grade.
Yeah, no, I get you on that one. Definitely get you on that one. Thanks for showing us around it, Mark. Thanks for taking me out. I've wanted to get out on this one for a while since we first met, because you've been a member of Caddy Boys in the group for probably about a year now, haven't you? Probably around about a year.
Yeah,
or so.
yeah.
And also, on that note, Mark, what is your Instagram tag so people who want to know more about this Caddy and want to see more pictures of it can go and have a look at it? Do you know it off the top of your head?
I've got blank. I've got a plate in the back.
You've got a plate in the back.
Yeah,
well, I'll put it up on the screen anyway, so you can go and follow Mark on Instagram, and then you'll see more pictures and more images of this this absolutely wicked Caddy. Thanks for taking us around in it, Mark. It's
no problem.
It's been absolutely awesome. I've enjoyed it. Listen to that. Wicked. Just get Caddy envy every time I go out with someone else in their van. Just get the envy. We'll see you on the next one.